Hello everyone, welcome to Englidium and thanks for joining me. Today we will read the poem The Night Mail by W.H. Auden. So before we start the poem, let's read a few lines about the poet. Winston Hugh Auden, 21st February 1907 to 29 September 1973, was a British-American poet who was born in England in a professional middle-class family. He attended various English independent schools and studied English at Christ Church, Oxford. After a few months in Berlin, he was teaching in British private preparatory schools, then traveled to Iceland and China to write books about his journeys. In 1946, he became an American citizen, retaining his British citizenship. He taught in American universities. Until the end of his life, he wintered in New York and summered in Christstetten, Lower Austria. Some of his best-known poems are about love, such as Funeral Blues, on political and social themes, such as September 1, 1939 and The Shield of Achilles, on cultural and psychological themes, such as The Age of Anxiety. Okay, so let's start the poem The Night Mail by W.H. Auden. This is a night mail crossing the border, bringing the check and the postal order. Okay, night mail जो है ये एक train है and it's crossing the border. It means it is connecting two different countries, crossing the border. Bringing the check and the postal order. और उस train में क्या है? Check है, postal orders है. Letters for the rich, letters for the poor. ये जो line है, letters for the rich and letters for the poor, जो लोग पैसे वाले हैं उन लोगों का चिट्ठी है और जो लोग गरीब है उन लोगों का भी है. Okay, and it's the literary devices, it's a repetition. Letters for rich, letters for the poor. सबके लिए, सबका चिट्ठी. The shop at the corner and the girl next door. Okay, वो corner में जो दुकान है and the girl who lives next door. For everyone, there are letters in the mail. Pulling up Bittock, a steady climb. Pulling up Bittock. Bittock is a village in Scotland. Okay, and pulling up Bittock means वो train वो जो जा रही थी वो train, it is going up. A steady climb, वो धीरे धीरे ऊपर जा रही है. The gradients against her, but she is on time. The gradient का मतलब है ढाल. The gradient is against her. वो train ऐसे ऊपर जा रही है, but she is on time. But it is on time. Time का पक्का. Past cotton grass and moorland boulder. Cotton grass is a kind of grass. घास है एक तरह का. And moorland boulder means खाली जो जगह है वहां पे. Shoveling white steam over her shoulder. Shovel क्या होता है? फावड़ा. जो जिससे हम ट्रेन में जहां पे हो फार्नेस है वहां पे हम कोयला डालते हैं. ओके, हम सब देखे हैं ना वो मूवी शोले, जहां वो बीरू और जॉय दोनों फ्रेंड दोनों दोस्त वो लोग जा रहे थे, डाकू आ गया था और स्टार्टिंग में शोले में ऐसे दिखा रहा था ना कि वो जो शोवलिंग हो रहा था आग में, वो एक आदमी कोयला जो है वो डाल रहे थे. शोवलिंग व्हाइट स्टीम ओवर हर शोल्डर. ये जो लाइन है शोवलिंग व्हाइट स्टीम ओवर हर शोल्डर, ये पर्सनिफिकेशन है. व्हाइट स्टीम का मतलब है सफेद जो धुआं. ओवर हर शोल्डर क्या होता है? जब कोयला डालते हैं हम ऐसे ट्रेन में फार्नेस में तो सफेद जो धुआं है वो निकलता है. Snorting noisily as she passes silent miles of wind-bent grasses. Snorting noisily. Snorting noisily का मतलब है, snorting का मतलब है खराटे मारना. Train it doesn't snort, but the fact is that the sound, okay, बुक बुक करके जो sound होता है जब वो सफेद जो धुआं है वो निकलता है. Silent miles of wind-bent grasses. Wind-bent का मतलब है हवा की वजह से जो grass जो है वो झुक जाता है. Okay, that's why the grass is called wind-bent. Silent miles of wind-bent grasses. Silent miles मतलब कोई आवाज नहीं है. Birds turn their heads as she approaches, stare from the bushes at her blank-faced coaches. Birds, परिंदे. Birds turn their heads as she approaches. जो परिंदे हैं वो लोग देख रहे हैं कि वो जो ट्रेन है वो जा रही है, नाइट मेल जा रही है. Stare from the bushes at her blank-faced coaches. Stare from the bushes. तो कहां से देख रहे हैं? Bush. जो झाड़ी है, जो पेड़ है, वहां से वो देख रहे हैं. एंड ब्लैंक फेस्ड कोचेस का मतलब है, जो ब्लैंक फेस्ड का मतलब है जो इंडिफरेंट है, कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है, so it is called the blank faced coaches. ट्रेन का. Sheep dogs cannot turn her course. Sheep dog, it means the dog which protects the sheep. ऐसे होता है ना, वो लोग trained होते हैं, वो dogs लोग. Okay, and they protect the sheep from the attack of other animals. Sheep dogs cannot turn her course. The train वो जा रही है, ट्रेन का जो रास्ता है, it goes that way. Okay, it is not changing its course because the sheep dogs at the same time, they are also very indifferent. They slumber on with paws across. वो लोग गहरे नींद में हैं. The dogs are sleeping. They are enjoying their slumber. And उसका जो paws है, जो पंजे है, कैसे ऐसे है. Okay, paws across. वो लोग सो रहे हैं और ट्रेन जा रही है. In the farm, she passes, no one wakes. Farm का मतलब है खेत, जहां से वो ट्रेन जा रही है. No one wakes. सब सोए हुए हैं. Because everyone is habituated. Everyone is familiar with the scene. They know that at that time the train passes from there. But a jug in the bedroom gently shakes. लेकिन बेडरूम में जो जग जो है वो थोड़ा शेक हो जाता है. ओके, कांप जाता है, हिल जाते हैं. Dawn freshens, the climb is done. सुबह हो जाते हैं और the climb is done. वो ट्रेन ऊपर आ चुकी है. Down towards Glasgow she descends. Now it is going downwards. And it is going towards Glasgow. Glasgow is a city in Scotland. Towards the steam tugs, yelping down the glade of cranes. Steam tugs. It's a small boat. Okay? Steam tugs, small boat. Steam का मतलब है जो धुआं है. And tug, small boat or ship. Okay? Down the glade of cranes. Glade of cranes. Cranes जो है, glade मतलब there are so many cranes are standing next to next that they look like big trees. Towards the fields of apparatus, the furnaces set on the dark plain like gigantic chessmen, all Scotland waits for her. Towards the field of apparatus, the furnace. Apparatus का मतलब है उपकरण. And furnaces, भट्टियाँ. So it is a time where factories and mills were being built, and it kind of industrial revolution. Set on the dark plain like gigantic chessmen. Gigantic मतलब huge. Chessmen, it is the, शतरंज जो है, the chessmen, the pawn like the king, the queen. Okay, they are there, and the apparatus and furnaces, they are just standing like this, as if they are looking like gigantic chessmen. All Scotland waits for her. The entire Scotland is waiting for the train, for the night mail to come. In the dark glens, beside the pale green sea-locks, men long for news. Okay, in the dark glens of train जा रही है. Okay, and the pale green sea-locks. The sea-locks, the watery land, are pale green. Lakes, locks का मतलब है lake. Men long for news, and everyone is waiting for news. Letters of thanks, letters from banks, letters of joy from the girl and the boy. बैंक का लेटर है वहां पे, थैंक्स गिविंग लेटर है. लेटर्स ऑफ जॉय फ्रॉम गर्ल एंड द बॉय. एक लड़की ने लिखी है, एक लड़का ने लिखा है. रिसीटेड बिल्स एंड इनविटेशंस, वहां पे बिल्स है, रिसीट है, इनविटेशंस का खत है, लेटर है. टू इंस्पेक्ट न्यू स्टॉक और विजिट रिलेशंस, कोई किसी कंपनी का स्टॉक इंस्पेक्शन के लिए वहां पे एक चिट्ठी है. और क्या, विद और विजिट रिलेशंस, जो रिलेशंस है. And applications for situations and timid lovers declarations. Applications for situations मतलब applications for job and vacancies, and timid lovers declarations. And the lovers, जो lovers लोग हैं, उन लोगों का declaration भी है. वो लोग शायद खत में लिखे हैं, आप कैसे हो, तुम कैसे हो, तुम कब आ रहे हो, कब हम मिल रहे हैं. Okay, like this, the romantic thoughts and emotion. And gossip from all the nations, news circumstantial, news financial, and gossip. We all love gossip, and gossip of different nations. The letters are also coming carrying gossips from one place to the other, and at the same time news circumstantials, news financial. जो circumstantials news है, जो consequences, जो situations है, उसका news है, and financial news. That is news that depends on, or that is just related to different financial activities. Letters with holiday snaps to enlarge in. Letters with faces scrawled in the margin. Letters of holidays. Letters with holiday snaps to enlarge in. Snaps का मतलब है picture, photos. And शायद कुछ envelope में ऐसे photos है. And the sender, he has asked the receiver to enlarge the photos, and at the same time letters with faces scrawled in the margin. ऐसा हम करते हैं ना, जब हम खत लिखते हैं तो कुछ डिजाइन भी कर देते हैं, तो ऐसे कुछ faces किया गया है, design of faces in the letters, and they are sealed in the envelopes. Letters from uncles, cousins and aunts. Letters to Scotland from the south of France. And this is the mail connects people. I mean, which is connecting the people. The mail is connecting people from across lands, from across borders. From where to where? From Scotland to south of France. और क्या? Letters from uncles, cousins and aunts. Different लोग ने, जो लोग हैं, उन्होंने खत लिखे हैं. Letters of condolence to highlands and lowlands. Notes from overseas to Hebrides. Letters of condolence to highlands and lowlands. Defined type. Letters for condolence का मतलब शायद किसी का मौत हो गया है. Okay, someone is very unhappy, someone is very sad. So letters of condolence are there to console that man who is suffering from grief. Notes from overseas to Hebrides. It is kind of letter. Hebrides, we know that it's a group of islands near Scotland. So from overseas to Hebrides, the letters are just traveling from one place to other. It's a long distance. Everyone is waiting anxiously to receive their letter and to read what the letter is carrying. Written on paper of every hue. Every hue means every color. There are different colors. The pink, the violet, the white and the blue. Okay, pink hai, violet hai, white and blue hai. The chatty, the catchy, the boring, the adoring. The chatty. ये लोग जो लोग बहुत लिखते हैं. The catty, जो लोग थोड़ा catty का मतलब है थोड़ा angry होना, शायद कुछ I mean लेटर लिखा गया है जो जिसमें कुछ anger है, गुस्से है. The boring and adoring, कुछ letters है जो boring है, and some letters are really adoring, carrying loves and adoration. The cold and official and the heart's outpouring. Some letters are very cold. Some are official letters and some are hearts outpouring. Dil khol ke likhna. And some letters are there like that. Clever, stupid, short or long. Kuch letters clever hai, kuch stupid hai, kuch short hai, kuch long hai. They typed and the printed and the spelled all wrong. वहाँ पे जो letters है, जो खत है, कुछ type किया गया है, कुछ printed है and कुछ handwriting में है, जिसमें बहुत सारे गलत spelling भी है, and it's natural. Okay, right now, nowadays we do not write letters. We use WhatsApp and other, ways to convey our messages. But letter जो है ना, इसका जो essence है, जो इसमें जो एक अलग सा एक feeling है, वो WhatsApp में या text में messages में नहीं है. Okay, once upon a time, letter writing was an art and it is still an art. अब जितना भी जो चाहे हम WhatsApp में लिखे, messages में लिखे, letter में कुछ अलग तो है. It's something different. Okay, letter writing is definitely an art. Thousands are still asleep, dreaming of terrifying monster. And some people, they are still asleep. They are dreaming of monsters. वो अपने नींद में राक्षस को देख रहे हैं. Or a friendly tea beside the band at Cranston or Crawford's. शायद वो लोग नींद में सो रहे हैं, वो लोग नींद में देख रहे हैं, सपने देख रहे हैं वो लोग कि शायद Cranston जो है, this is a place city in the Rhode Island, and Crawford it's a Scottish town. शायद वो लोग वहाँ पे अपने जो दोस्त लोग हैं, अपने जो परिवार है, उनके साथ वो चाय पी रहे हैं. ऐसे वो सपने में देख रहे हैं, शायद जो लोग अभी भी नींद में हैं. Asleep in the working Glasgow. जो लोग working Glasgow, because Glasgow is a city and it's very busy, but they are also the main of Glasgow. They are still sleeping. In Wales said Edinburgh. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. Okay. Asleep in Granite Aberdeen. Granite Aberdeen. Aberdeen is called the city of granite because many buildings in this city are made of granite stone. They continue their dreams. These people who are asleep, वो लोग सो रहे हैं, वो लोग नींद में हैं, वो लोग सपने देख रहे हैं, ठीक है. Let them sleep, but the night mail is on its way. And shall wake soon and long for letters. शायद वो लोग उठ जाएंगे and they will wait for their letters. And none will hear the postman's knock without a quickening of the heart. And whenever the postman knocks on the door, they become so excited. They become expectant. They think, okay, at last the letter has come. And they all are waiting for the letters to come. For who can bear to feel himself forgotten? That's a very important line. हम कभी नहीं चाहते कि जो दोस्त लोग हैं, जो अपने हैं, वो हमें भूल जाए. So that's why this line has been written. For who can bear to feel himself forgotten? हमको लगता है कि भाई ऐसा होना चाहिए, सब हमको याद करे. So that's why you are waiting. When someone is writing a letter to someone, it means that yes, that very person is remembering the other one. हम उसे याद करते हैं, इसीलिए तो लिखते हैं. So this is the poem The Night Mail by W.H. Auden. Okay, so if you like the explanation, do subscribe the channel, like and comment. Ta-ta.